Rudy Giuliani's involvement in the Trump attempt to steal the 2020 election has been from the very beginning a fumbling and bumbling mess. You know that. You saw him in court. You saw him farting COVID onto people and melting on live TV. But you may not know how ridiculous it was from a tech point of view, and we're going to reveal it. Or I should say, the Jack Smith briefing has revealed it. So he at one point, in trying to set up the fake electors scheme, the franchise they had in Michigan, he tried to set it up. He sent a text message, but to the wrong number, partially handicapping his efforts to steal the election. So here's the text that Rudy Giuliani sent. So I need you to pass a joint resolution from the legislature that states the election is in dispute. There's an ongoing investigation by the legislature, and the electors sent by Governor Whitmer are not the official electors of the state of Michigan and do not fall within the safe harbor deadline under Michigan law. Now, all of that, of course, is a pack of wild lies, knowing lies. The election was not actually legitimately in dispute. We'd had many investigations that brought up literally nothing that showed that the election was stolen. And those were in fact the official electors for the state of Michigan because that's how it works. But they didn't like that. Again, they're trying to steal an election. The issue is that that didn't go to whoever it was that was supposed to help steal it. He'd put the wrong number in his phone, so I guess it went off into the ether. According to prosecutors. Now, in the end, they did have a Michigan branch of the fake electors scheme. They had it there, they had it in Pennsylvania and Wisconsin and Georgia, New Mexico and Nevada and Arizona, because coincidentally, the only places where there was wild fraud that the new electors needed to fix were in the swing states that Trump lost. Isn't it weird that that's how it worked out? I guess the Democrats didn't try to steal any of the states that they narrowly lost in, I suppose. But anyway, so they planned to have these fake electors send certificates from them to January 6th so that Mike Pence could go way beyond his constitutional role, reject the actual electors' votes, and then send it back to the states or something. The end result, of course, would have been that the guy who got millions of fewer votes would have become president. That was the idea. Thankfully, none of those worked, but this was Rudy Giuliani's fumbling attempt to set one of those up. Adrian, what do you think?
I think that this is very much in line with Four Seasons landscaping, that this is who Rudy Giuliani is. He continues to fumble anything you give him. And so I actually have no issue believing that this man engaged in these antics. It really shows you the individuals that Trump surrounds himself with. But at the same time, you would think that there'd be far more Americans who would not align themselves with these fumbling fools.
Yeah, you would think. But man, Giuliani, just add this to the list of like the downfall of Rudy Giuliani. He's had his law license suspended in New York. He's been disbarred in Washington, D.C. He is now appealing a judgment that he owes two Georgia election workers nearly $150 million. He's going bankrupt as a result of it. Still spending money like a madman on Amazon and everything. By the way, this is not the only time that his cell phone has sort of gotten away from him. So according to New York Magazine, he once accidentally called an NBC reporter and left a message in which he can be heard discussing overseas business and said, quote, "We need a few 100,000. God only knows what that's about. He also once appeared to accidentally text a reporter one of his passwords. Why were you texting your password to anyone, let alone a reporter, you weirdo? Please, Giuliani, just retire for your family's sake. Just retire, okay? Go off, watch Matlock. I think, didn't they just reboot it or whatever? Just watch TV, have a cigar, and in 2 or 3 years, die. Like that's what you can do. That's what you're supposed to do at this point. You've had a good run. Well, you've had a run anyway. Just end it. Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.